Up next on Gordon Gone Wild.
You're not gonna believe it. This is Gordon from Gordon Gone Wild, but I have a wild broad-footed mole right in my hands. And by wild, I mean in the urban heart of Oakland. Wow. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Look at this little baby. How often do you just find a mole just chilling, just chilling outside the dirt, you know? Wow, look at that. Look at its little snoot. Look at
chubby.
that. Isn't it so chubby?
So chubby.
Yeah, so this is the broad-footed mole. Scientific name is Scapanus latimanus. And these are a super common mole species. However, like most moles, since they dig underground, you're not going to find them a lot of times, obviously. But whenever you do, it's always a treat. Look at that. Look at these giant paws. Obviously, they have these giant paws to help them dig through the dirt. And as you can see, it's not too happy right now. It's got a long piece of turd coming out here. Oh gosh. Oh no, do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? This is crazy. And do you guys even see, oh my god. So I've been bitten by these moles before in the past. It does hurt a little bit, but it's not too bad. However, I just wanted to show you, if you could get a little close up here, Christine. Do you see there's like a little patch of baldness there? I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but that is actually where its eyes are. And moles, even though they are mostly blind, they do have really, really tiny eyes, which does help with some light reception. Of course, living underground, that is only of minimal use, which is why their eyes are super, super reduced. We just had a passerby look at the mole and he was like, what's up, all good. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? And another thing I just want to show you, so unfortunately I don't have another mammal for comparison, or at least another furry mammal. But if you look at the moles here, if you look, their fur is really soft. And actually the thing is, you know that for most mammals, that their fur goes against a certain grain. So if you have like a pet dog or a pet cat, for example, you notice that their fur goes in kind of like one direction towards their back. But if you look at the mole, actually, its fur goes really smooth this way, but it goes equally smooth in the other direction. And so it doesn't really have a grain per se. And so the reason they don't have a grain is because when they dig underground, they need to be able to move quickly in all directions. In order to be able to move quickly in all directions, they need fur that can also move easily in all directions, which is why they have this really super fine, super soft fur that just goes really smoothly in all the directions, no matter which way it goes. And so actually what's really cool about moles is when they're underground, they can go as quickly forward as they can go in reverse. It does not make a difference in terms of their speed, which is really, really insane. And again, as you probably know, moles love to eat earthworms. They just love to eat any bugs in general, so they will go digging through the dirt, and whenever they come across an earthworm or like another bug, insect, anything along those lines, you know, they'll just grab it up and they will eat it. And another really cool thing about these moles is they actually have really, really high metabolisms. So they are in the same, not necessarily the same family, but they're definitely in like the same order as shrews. And shrews have extremely high metabolisms. While moles don't necessarily eat quite as much in proportion to their body weight as shrews do, they still need a lot of energy to get through the day. Since they dig so much, it takes a lot of energy. It's really energetically expensive to dig through the soil. And so as a result of all this constant activity, pushing away of soil, constant movement, they do need a lot of food within like a significant percentage of their body weight in order to survive. Yep. There you have it. Cute little mole right here in Oakland, and not just like the Oakland Hills, but like in the city of Oakland. Is this crazy? This is super, super crazy. Oh my gosh.
Can you lower him a little?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, he's pooping again.
Oh. Oh, baby. You probably can't tell, but I am really, really happy right now. I've only caught a handful of live moles in my life. I think the last one I caught was a little bit under 2 years ago. So it's really rare for me to come across any of these moles. And I think it's really just rare for anyone in general to come across a live mole. Luckily for us, we were just walking down the street when all of a sudden I started seeing some movement in the bushes. It was like tss, 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 tss. And at first I thought maybe, that's probably a gopher, or maybe it could be like a little bird just foraging through the brush. And then I told Christine, who was recording, I said, I'm gonna go for it. And how did you react, Christine?
I backed away. I'm like, you're gonna die. Good knowing you.
Right. Yeah. Christine was like, all right, Gordon, go do your thing. It was great knowing you. And then I go for the brush. I go for the bushes right there. That's when I see a little bit of darkness. I mean, not just for my soul, but from the animal as well. But I see a little bit of this dark patch of fur, and that's when I said, oh my gosh, that's a mole. That is a mole. And so immediately, of course, I had to go for it. That's when it started shrieking at me. And now I have this amazing little cute broad-footed mole right here in my hands. Isn't that the most amazing thing ever? I think that is going to be it for this episode. Again, thank you for tuning in to Gordon Gone Wild, and I am excited to explore more different areas, and especially another thing I want to cover is more urban areas, just like here in Oakland. I want to show you that you can easily find animals in the most urban of places, in the most developed of areas, as long as you know where to look. And you can find cute little broad-footed moles just like this one. And I'll see you at the next episode. Stay tuned for Gordon Gone Wild. Peace.
I'm not a bus or a hippopotamus.